Hello, welcome to Pastor Jerone TV. I'm your host, Pastor Jerome. I want to show you this video with Bill Gates talking about the population. And I want to see if you get out of this thing that I feel like I'm getting from it, okay? Bill Gates, the founder of the Microsoft company, has recently stepped down. Just today, he stepped down from being the CEO of Microsoft. Now, it's strange the timing of this after the coronavirus has spread as a pandemic, and he is said to be the owner of the patent of this particular virus. But let's listen to him, and I'll comment later.
The services each person's using on average, the energy on average for each service, and the CO2 being put out per unit of energy. So let's look at each one of these and see how we can get this down to zero. Probably one of these numbers is going to have to get pretty near to zero. That's back from high school algebra, but let's take a look. First, we've got population. The world today has 6.8 billion people. That's headed up to about 9 billion. Now, if we do a really great job on new vaccines, healthcare, reproductive health services, we could lower that by perhaps 10 or 15%.
I want to play that part again. Let's see if we catch this here.
Today has 6.8 billion people. That's headed up to
6.8 people, 6.8 billion people. It's headed up to 9 billion, he says. But then he talks about lowering it
to about 9 billion. Now, if we do a really great job on new vaccines, healthcare, reproductive health services, we could lower that by perhaps 10 or 15%.
Did you catch that? I'm going to play it again, and then we'll talk about how he's talking about lowering it.
Let's take a look. First, we've got population. The world today has 6.8 billion people. That's headed up to about 9 billion. Now, if we do a really great job on new vaccines, healthcare, reproductive health services, we could lower that by perhaps 10 or 15%.
We could lower that. He's talking about population. He's talking about people. He want to talk about lowering that with vaccines? Huh? Lowering the population with vaccines? With reproductive programs like Planned Parenthood? People always think this stuff is a conspiracy, but it's not. These people are telling you out of their own mouth and out of your own news stations. I don't know why people don't want to believe them. But let's listen to it again.
Let's take a look. First, we've got population. The world today has 6.8 billion people. That's headed up to about 9 billion.
6.8. All right, I got that. And he says it's headed up to about 9 billion. Okay, got that.
Now, if we do a really great job on...
He wants to do a really great job. And I'm guessing that great job has to do with deception and lying to people and doing some killing.
On new vaccines, healthcare.
New vaccines. New vaccines is how they're going to get that down to 10 to 15%. We got to lower that population down 10 to 15% with new vaccines.
Reproductive health services.
Reproductive health services. Don't that sound nice? Reproductive health services. That ain't nothing but a package of death. It's nothing but a package of death. But they put it in a nice looking package. They just use nice words to wrap around the death. Okay? Nice words. Reproductive health services. Oh man, that's great. Planned Parenthood. That's wonderful. Oh, that sounds great.
We could lower that by perhaps 10 or 15%. But there we see an increase of about 1.3. The second factor is the services we use. This encompasses everything. The food we eat, clothing.
The food we eat. Now, I'm just going to close this video. I'm going to put this video in the inbox. That way you can watch it in its entirety. But let me just say this real quick. Bill Gates is one of the top people who purchase this GMO, genetically modified foods. And this genetically modified foods has been known to cause cancer and internal cancer, shut down people's organs, kidney failure, and stuff like that. Now, he himself won't eat it, but he peddles it and pushes it around the world. But anyway, check out this video. Please leave a comment in here. Let me know what you think. Maybe you have some more information that you can add to the video. God bless. I'll see you in the next video.